Morning everybody! Today's video is going to be about stones and stone spirits and the few stones that I recommend that you have at least one of. I'm going to try to make this a quick video because I know sometimes I tend to babble, so let's get started. I've gotten a lot of videos asking about what stone is right to have and blah blah blah. Well, it's all individual. It's all depending on what you want to use it for. Here's some examples of some of the stones that I have. This is a citrine. I'm not going to go through all of them because my battery light's on. This is an amethyst, some quartz examples. This is what's called a peacock stone. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's really sparkly and shiny and yay! Citrine. A river stone that I actually found on the beach. Another citrine. Fairy quartz. It's all sparkly, yay! Some coral, amethyst, fossil, pumice, holy stone. Here's a carved lapis lazuli, which is in the shape of an owl. Some turquoise, mookie ball, some rose quartz, another rose quartz over here. Moonstone. This is a pitcher jasper. It's got the shape of a little whale in it, which I thought's kind of cool. This is watermelon tourmaline. This is a black tourmaline. And whoops. This is black kyanite. This is sorry, drawing a blank. I heard the toaster go off inside. I'm sorry. This is petrified wood with some sparkles in it. Yay! Gotta love the sparkles. And this is a river stone that I found at my dad's dock at the house that I grew up in. Oh, this is a really cool one. This is one that has a little picture of a warrior in it. I don't know if you guys can see. I found this one, I don't even remember where. I think I was just walking randomly someplace. And see that? It's a little warrior dude. Okay. Anyway, so the questions that I've gotten are, what stones are best to have? I really want to get into stones. Do you recommend any books? The book part, I would say, you need to just go and look at them. You could go to Barnes & Noble, you could go to Borders, you could go to Walden Books, you could go to any New Age shop that has books. It just depends if you're a visual person or not. If you can read what the stone looks like and understand the chemistry about it and what it does, that's fine. For me, I'm visual. I have to see what it looks like. So you can talk to me all day long about what a stone looks like and I'll be like, what? So I like ones that have illustrations and pictures with them. As far as a stone that I recommend that everybody have, I would say one of two. I would recommend either a kyanite stone. It actually comes in blue and black. This is the black version. And if you want to see the blue version, you can watch my how to make felt pouches. I believe I show you my kyanite wand in that. Or citrine. These are three examples of different shapes, I guess, of citrine that you can get. This is a big cluster. This is just a random point. Well, actually this has 2 points if you can see right there. And this is a double pointed one. The reason being that I recommend these two different kinds is because they never need to be cleansed. So that means you can have, like, whatever is next to or near the citrine will never have to be cleansed because it acts as a natural filter and then it neutralizes the energy and releases it back into the universe. One way, there's so many things that I want to say. Okay, so these are my two recommendations, either kyanite or citrine. Those I would budget for and definitely have at least one piece. And I mean, there's like itty bitty tiny pieces of citrine. If you guys watch my pop it video, I got that string of citrine at Hobby Lobby, I think for $5, and there's probably about 300 tiny itty bitty pieces. But I just had like an empty bottle that had, that used to have citrine in it, and so I just put it in the bottle. A little tiny piece just really, packs the punch. So once you, realize that you, are called to stones and everything like that, they will find you. I'm serious. When you're at a garage sale, all of a sudden, ooh, you see a stone and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to have that. Like these two I've had for years. I can't even remember where I got them from. I think this one I may have gotten at a New Age shop, I think. This one I've had as long as I can remember. I mean, and I'm 33, so I have no idea where I got this. This was a gift for me from one of my friends. This is an amethyst cluster. This I got on the beach, you know. This I found on a walk. This I found at my dad's place. So once you realize that stones are finding you, or you really have the desire to get to know stones and want to use stones, it'll happen. Once you find a stone, or if you are drawn to a certain stone, or you like a stone and you want to get its energy reading, which most people can do this. Just hold the stone in your hand and feel it. Each stone has a spirit inside. They're millions of years old, thousands, you know, and millions of years old. And each stone has a spirit. It's got a pulse. It will either have like a fast pulse, medium pulse, slow pulse, or you'll, you know, hear a song. I have a blue kyanite wand that when I hold it, I hear like little wind chimes. Not really wind chimes, just kind of chiming, very delicate, dainty chimes. You know, each stone has a spirit, and when you hold the stone, you're gonna feel that energy. And if you can't feel anything, then maybe it's just not the stone for you. But when you pick up that first stone and you feel its energy, and the first time you feel that energy, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh. And that's what I'm talking about. Try it. Just go outside, find a stone, pick it up, and just speak to its spirit and just say, I want to feel your essence. And I mean, in you know, my opinion, everybody is drawn to a specific thing, like herbs or tarot or divination or stones or multiple things, or just one or two things. And if stones is something that is calling you, then just be open to it. They can be kind of expensive. I've actually been lucky to have found a lot of these at discount prices, whether it be at like discount stores, Goodwill, finding them. Like this was actually at one of my friend's grandma's house, and I'm like, that is so cool. She's like, you can have it. I'm like, oh, rock on. So literally, bad joke, rock on, never mind, bad joke. Yeah, and like this, I think I got for like $1. So, I mean, watch for bargains, watch for the stones to make themselves known to you, and that's when you're gonna know, oh, maybe I need this one. And then once a stone presents itself to you, and you're gonna know, I mean, if, you know, you walk into a shop, and all of a sudden you just keep, you know, passing by the stone, and you keep looking at the stone, and you're like, man, I really want that. Hold it, feel its energy, and the universe will provide, whether it be you get a little extra bonus in your paycheck, you get a couple extra tips, your spouse will pay child support, something, you know, but the universe will provide for you if that's your path and if that's your calling. But yeah, there really isn't, I mean, stones is just something that either resonates with you or it doesn't. This is an example of a moonstone. But yeah, I mean, look online for okay, let's just say that you want a stone for happiness. Okay, well that's watermelon tourmaline. That's another one. For love, you can use rose quartz. For cleansing, you can use any of these. Any of the citrine, any of the quartz. Quartz is pretty much a neutral stone. Yeah, so anyway, okay, I'm at 9 minutes 30 seconds. Blessed be. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of rambling, but there's so much information for stones. So let's just say this is stones part 1. And ask me your questions, and I'll have a stones part 2 later on, answering your questions and anything else you may ask. Okay, blessed be. Bye-bye.